Not by myself, 7 or 8 of them right in this area. I have a beautiful, they're too quick for me. Oh, there he is, right? A byproduct of the SKIMMER. He's back, he's back, he's back.
Hoʻomalu, Hana Hui A Maui. Aloha,
my ohana. It is your boy back with another aquatic adventure. Now, if you're new to the channel, we talk about everything in the aquarium hobby. And before we jump into this video, I got to take a second just to give a huge shout out to one of the Ohana members, my boy Clay. He actually sent me a super thanks on the last video. So anybody who ever sends me a super thanks, I always give them a shout out. So big shout out to Clay. Thanks, brother, for the super thanks. Now, if you guys are wondering what the super thanks is, it's just saying thank you to your content creator for his hard work, I guess you can say. YouTube created this super thanks where you can just donate a small amount to your content creator of your choice. And I just wanted to give a huge shout out to Brother Clay. Thank you so much. Now, let's jump into this video. Behind me is Tiki Falls, my 8,500 gallon koi pond that I built not by myself, but me and my boy Dennis. Now, if you guys want to see the creation of this beautiful koi pond, I'll leave a card up above, all right? It's titled Tiki Falls, okay? You can see the build from day one. It is a crazy build for just 2 guys, and for the most part, this is a straight DIY pond behind me, just me and my boy Dennis. So a special thanks and shout out to Dennis, of course, everybody's favorite YouTuber here on my channel. Now, inside my 8,500 gallon koi pond called Tiki Falls, I have a beautiful selection of koi fish. Everybody has their own style and flavor of koi fish that they love. Now, I did you guys a solid. Up above is a card titled Koi Fish. You see it? Click it, go check it out, or maybe watch this entire video, then go check out that playlist. I just created it. It's every single koi fish that I've added to Tiki Falls. A lot of people are asking me, what type of koi is that? What is this? Now you got an entire playlist that talks about every single koi fish. I thought that was a cool playlist for you guys, so go check out that playlist. Also, I got some killer news. My boy is back.
Really good over here.
Aloha!
He's back, he's back, he's back. My boy Eric Triplet, the Pond Digger, is back on YouTube. Finally. Anyways, it's been over 10 years since he's been dropping any type of YouTube content, but now he's back. So go check him out on YouTube, subscribe to his channel, do your boy a favor, give him a follow on Instagram if you guys are on Instagram too as well, and tell him that the Hawaiian Fish Keeper sent you. Okay, so I basically want to show you guys something that's really cool. When my boy Dennis and I designed Tiki Falls 4.0, we have these power heads down here at the bottom. You see them right here? There's a power head there. Basically they're wave makers. There's a power head right there. There's about 7 or 8 of them in the pond. We have them all along the side of the wall here, and they're actually angled and pointed that way, except this one right here, as you can see right there, is facing this way. So it's basically pushing anything that settles at the bottom here. It's just pushing out this way, hitting the rocks, causing another current to push out that way. And then hopefully the idea is for it to get pushed all the way towards the bottom drain and or the skimmer. Now, as far as the skimmer goes, anything on top of the pond out over here will slowly get pushed into my skimmer, which is right down there between those 2 little rocks. You can see the skimmer. There's a cover right there. Anyways, that's my HELIX skimmer, the sexiest skimmer on the market for ponds. I'm telling you guys.
Sensational.
Big shout out to my boy, the Pond Digger. He designed the HELIX skimmer. I'll have all of his links down in the description below. The main reason why I wanted to show you this, which I think is super cool, is if any leaf or debris, like these leaves here that have fallen into the pond, I wanted to show you guys because of the current and the way we have these angled, which we can actually turn them. We can turn them to the left, the right. I have it this way because it works. The current that's on top of the water, any debris that falls into the pond, which I think is super cool, it will stay here in this little shallow area, so you can see the leaves. They'll just keep circulating. You'll see them. They'll circle round and round in a slow clockwise circle. And any debris that falls into the pond here in this shallow area, I would say from, let me back out a little bit. So before these pond lilies, anything that stays over here will just pretty much just circulate right in this area here. You can see all the leaves that are floating on top of the pond, and you see there's a leaf way over there, it'll slowly make its way into this little area. So we caused a little current, sort of like a whirlpool. Yeah, there you go. It's like a little whirlpool. And then I'll take my skimmer net and then go in and just skim all these leaves that are on the surface, and it makes it easy to keep or maintain the pond as far as debris or leaves or anything that falls here in this shallow area. It makes cleaning the pond super simple, super easy, especially when there's no skimmer down here at this end of the pond. So I basically have my net full of debris. You can see all the leaves, and I'll just come over here and I'll just dump it down over here by the bird of paradise. So every morning, whatever debris falls into the pond will usually be here in the shallow area, and it helps keep my pond super easy to take care of. All right, so I wanted to do a species spotlight on two certain koi. I honestly can't net the koi, so I can't separate them from the group because this pond is just way too big. I try to throw some food in there and try to net the individual koi, but yeah, they're too smart. They're too quick for me, man. They're getting older. So basically I want to talk about the Shiro Utsuri and the Bekko Koi. This is my Shiro Utsuri, that black and white koi. That is an all black koi with white markings. It looks like shamu, it looks like a killer whale. And there's another koi fish called a Bekko right there. All white koi with black markings. The Bekko is just a super unique koi. I wanted to talk a little bit about it. Oh, there he is right there. Look how beautiful my Bekko koi is. So gorgeous. Now that's an all white koi with black markings. And it almost looks like you take a paintbrush and you kind of splatter it against a wall and you get those black blotches. Now you look at the Bekko, a big deal is the Suroji, the white. You want it super creamy. And then of course the Sumi, which is the black on the shoulders. You do not want any black on the head of the fish. So as you can see, the head of the fish is completely clear of black markings, and you can see actually some of the Sumi coming in, so it's going to be even darker. And the black marking or the Sumi is exclusively above the lateral line, so that's like the halfway point of the fish. So that black marking will be above the lateral line of the koi fish, as you can see it right here. Beautiful. This is a really good shot. Thank goodness this pond is super clear. We can see straight down to the bottom. My beautiful Bekko just cruising around. Now it's pretty neat because the Bekko is a byproduct of the SICCE koi. Now for it to be considered a Bekko is a spotted Sumi or black over a solid color base fish, which resembles the pattern of a tortoiseshell, or as the Japanese call it. So there is a little bit of a history and a background on why it's called Bekko. Bekko produces three colors: the Shiro Bekko, the AQQA Bekko, and the Ki Bekko. Now let's first start off with the Shiro Bekko, which is the most common. A Shiro Bekko is the all white koi with black markings, and like I said, it's the most common. Now some of the top SICCE koi breeders will get a few Bekko during the SICCE farm season, so they're kind of a rare find. So when you see a really nice Bekko, I suggest you definitely jump on it. Now another type of Bekko is called the AQQA Bekko, which means red, or it looks like a color of an orange. But this is the second most common Bekko, which are absolutely beautiful. Same thing, you know, no black on the head. It's above the lateral line, and they're just such a unique koi, which I think I kind of want an AQQA Bekko next. And then the most rare of the Bekkos is the Ki Bekko, which is a yellow koi fish with black markings. Now, as you see in the video, these Ki Bekkos are absolutely gorgeous, right? I mean, now I want one of each. I want the collection. I'm going for the trifecta, or the hat trick, if you will, with the Bekkos. These are the rarest ones to have, and they're really hard to get. Which is the exact same thing as the AQQA Bekko and the Shiro Bekko. The black isn't on the head, it's above the lateral line. Now obviously the Bekko that I have is a Shiro Bekko, which is all white with the black blotches. He's pretty, isn't he? Now I need to get a AQQA Bekko and a Ki Bekko. That would be so cool, right? I really wanted to do a spotlight on the Bekko Koi. I don't think the Bekko Koi gets enough love or respect. But now that you're a little bit more educated on the Bekko Koi, maybe you guys will want to add a Bekko into your collection of koi fish. Now, like I said, all I need is an AQQA Bekko and a Ki Bekko. So if anybody knows where I can get an AQQA and a Ki, I want those two koi fish and add it to my collection to make the trifecta complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you learned a little something about the Bekko koi fish. Man, I really love this backdrop behind me, man. All that beautiful tropical canna. Oh, the colors just pop. I absolutely love it. And guess what, Ohana? I absolutely love you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Much love and aloha.
Hana Bekko Koi moku Hawaii hukia ela imana ya galani. Hana Bekko Koi moku Hawaii hukia ela imana ya galani.